What's going on, everyone? Yes, today is another toy review, and yes, the man that stands in front of you is Kei Kurono from the epic manga slash anime slash live film Gantz. Now, this character here is definitely very unique, and this toy is made by Medicom Real Action Heroes line. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this review for the people that have been with me for a long time? Well, this review had to be removed, so I decided, you know what? Let's go back through my old figures that had to get removed off of YouTube and create HD versions of those old figures when I actually did the review in the first place. So, we will be doing a retro review with better quality, and for people that didn't see these reviews, now you have the opportunity to see these reviews. So, hopefully you tag along, hope you like this review, and let's see what this figure has to offer. So Kei here is from Gantz, and Gantz has a very, very unique storyline. If you never read Gantz, I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to ruin something if someone decides to look at it. The most I can tell you, further as adult style story, gruesomeness, it's on par with a Berserk. Not saying the story itself, so don't be having a fucking fit through your computer. But further as what they will show, the type of dark moments that they have in the story, they definitely have that in Gantz. Gantz have a lot of things that stand out about them as well, dealing with creativity that I really, really like. Now, as I said, this is a manga, anime, and a live action. I would honestly say if you can read the manga, I would do that because the manga is unbelievably good. The anime, it's okay. I didn't really care for it. I actually liked the anime more once I read the books just because I got it and I understood it more. I understood it before, but I just didn't care for it in general. But when I actually start reading the books and you start seeing the character growth and you just start seeing different things in it, you actually admire it a little bit more. So the anime doesn't seem as bad. But definitely give it a once over if you get the opportunity. It's definitely a good book. This is the back. And his suit supposed to be leather. At least that's what I think it is in the books. This is like a plastic, kind of like a pleather outfit on this figure, but it actually resembles leather really good. They do a really good job of making that that type of material and that look, and it's definitely anime accurate, not anime, but manga accurate. So I really, really enjoy how they did this toy a whole lot. So there's a full 360. Now let's see what Kei has further as weapons. Now Kei comes with, let me go and zoom in and we'll go out of focus for a second. Kei comes with a katana. So all black katana with little blue highlights there. And that katana is pretty long. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out 1 second so I can show you the height. It stands about that tall from foot. Comes up to almost his chest. Okay? So that's as long as the katana. And the katana functionality in the story is pretty damn amazing. It actually can get infinite long, or get pretty damn long to the point it can go way beyond his size. So this is really cool. Okay, and the way this works, you can actually detach it directly from here. And if you notice, which I'm gonna go ahead and go down real quick. If you notice, he has two little holsters. This is the holster for his sword handle. This is the holster for the other weapon I will be showing you, which is his handgun. One thing before I go to the handgun, though, I want to let you know. People that seen this review before know about this story I'm about to say, but I just want to tell the new people, just in case if you decide to buy this. His katana handle is pretty damn large. Let me go ahead and go out of focus 1 second. Focus on this hand. This is his katana hand. This hand is sealed. If you notice, it's sealed right here. Problem is, the katana handle is a lot larger than the hole. Okay? So what happened when I first got this figure back in the day it tore the thumb away from the index. So I actually have 2 katanas and 2 grab hands. So whenever I want to do poses, I just switch hands out, because Medicom was nice enough, when they seen me have this problem, they actually sent me an extra sword along with an extra hand. Very cool of them. So that's just one thing I want to run past you. So if you happen to get that figure, be careful, because you don't want to go through what I went through, which is rip the damn hand. But that is his first weapon. Clearly you already seen one of his hands. But the handgun I was speaking about, this is the Gantz pistol. This is one of their primary weapons in the story that you see a lot if you read the books or actually see the anime or the movie, which is very nicely detailed. Really good job on it. Looks really good. This can actually be held as well on his holster on the side. So you get that. That's his second weapon. You're going to receive a rifle as well. Let me go ahead and go and focus. Which is also very nicely detailed. And if you have any questions about how these weapons work in the story, feel free to ask me. I don't really want to speak on them on the review, because I don't want to mess up anything. Like I said, once again, if somebody chooses to actually check this out, I don't want to ruin it. But there you go. So that is the rifle you get. And you're going to get this humongous weapon that does not show up nowhere near in the beginning of the manga, and it doesn't even show up in the anime series, I don't think. I could be wrong. I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched it. But I get this weapon, which is pretty damn massive. It's a very cool weapon in the book. So this is also a nice, very nice weapon. Now be careful with these, because you don't want nothing to break. This is just, like, let me go ahead and zoom in. Sorry about that, y'all. You don't want to tear up any of the little wiring that you see going on, because it is glued and it can be easily broken if not taken care of. So be careful with that if you decide to get this figure. So you're going to get that. And then as for the hands, you get the sword hand that you just seen. You're going to receive 2 fisticuffs. Zoom in. And they're excellent. They're definitely well scoped. They did a really good job on the scope. Let me go ahead and focus. Sorry about that. There we go. Really nice scope. And you get a right and a left. Okay? You get the relaxed hands that you see that he already have equipped it on him. And you're going to get 2 gun hands, a right and a left as well, that can hold the pistol, the rifle, and also the larger weapon. So you can hold it in the right or the left hand, which is really nice. The sword hand can only be held in the right hand, so you only will get one of those. Alright, so that is all of the accessories for good old Kei. Now, as for articulation, he has all the standard posability of your standard Medicom figure, but due to the suit, certain parts are hindered. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. Certain parts are hindered. So this suit is pretty tight against the body, like it should be, because in the manga it's tight against the body itself. But as for posability, he can look that far down, okay? He can look that far back, but his suit has a tendency to reset his head. But you get about that much up, and like I said, you get about that much down, which is kind of like nothing. Tilt-wise, he can tilt to the side and hold it. He can tilt to the other side and hold it. It is on a ball joint, so his head can move around pretty damn good. It's just the suit that kind of hinders some of the head movement. And you see this thing that I have at the bottom of his chin. It actually comes like that. It protects the chin scraping against the other material, so I never moved it because I don't want nothing to kind of chip or anything of that nature, so I'm just leaving it there. But going down to his chest area, on his shoulders, he has the standard back and forth like Medicom figures. You can't really hold that just because due to the suit. Now going up on the arms, you get about that far out, which is actually really impressive. I think that actually worked over time of me messing around with the toy over time. I don't mess with him often, but what I did do a few poses here and there, and I think I kind of loosened up the plastic suit to kind of give it some give, which is actually great. You want to be careful though, because these parts, let me go ahead and zoom in real quick. These parts are actually glued directly to the other material. So this cannot be removed, and you don't want to twist something the wrong way and tear it apart. So really be careful with this outfit. If you notice as well, he has a swivel at the bicep, which can turn. You want to be careful because the threading is really nice and tight. If anything comes undone, you can go ahead and say, fuck it, your toys are ruined. So just be careful with this character or any of the characters from the line. Kei also have two other characters, two female characters actually, that was in this RAH toy line. They never made no one else out of the story, which is kind of odd, but I mean, it is what it is. So he is the only male, and the other two are female characters, but they all work the same way for the most part. So just be careful if you decide to get any of them. Going down to the actual elbow, he has a double jointed elbow as usual, and you get about that much range with the bend, which is still actually really nice. It holds the pose really, really well. Okay, getting down to his wrist, get about that much down, that much up, and you can do a full 360. This is on a swivel / peg, so this is really nice. All right, now going down to the abdomen section, or abdomen, sorry. You get about that much lean forward. You can't go back due to the suit. These straps actually are very tough, and it doesn't really allow him, or it resets the pose once you move it. He will be able to tilt, but he can't tilt due to the suit again. Going down to the pelvis area, you get about that much splits. I wouldn't force it because once again, that suit, but you can only go about that far. And if you notice, the suit is already trying to go back to place. So be careful. He does have a swivel right below the groin, which you can see right there. So you can get a little bit of turning going on. As for his knees, they're double jointed. Get about that much of a bend and will hold, which is really nice. Going down to his ankles, they are on a peg, so you can turn them full 360, and then they have a nice rock. So if you need more movement, you lift that up, and then you can rock it to the side a little bit more, but not by much, because the boots are pretty high on the joint, and it kind of doesn't allow it to sway side to side. So that is all the articulation with good old Kei. As for quick height comparisons, I'll show you how tall Kei is. Kei is a 1/6 scale figure, so he's technically supposed to be 12 inches tall. I think he's actually 12 inches tall exactly from the last review when I did measurements. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him back. So, looking at a Medicom RAH Evangelion figure, if you happen to have it, oh, there's R. But if you happen to have it, Kei comes up to pretty much right below the chest. So that shows you how tall he is against the Ava. I'm gonna move this out of the way 1 second. And then from a Play Arts Kai, good old Cloud once is back here again for comparison, comes up to about his chest. So that just shows you exactly how tall good old Kei is. All right. So that is all about Kei Kurono. Once again, if you happen to recheck out this video from the old time I decided to upload it to now this new HD version, hope this review helped. If you ever had any decisions on picking up this character, I will have other retro reviews, just because some stuff I just need to review. I got a shit ton of toys I haven't even touched, not once, doing with reviews, and then some of them I just need to re-review, because during the time I did do reviews, they were not as good. So I definitely would like to update them and show you how these toys held up over time. But overall, thank you for viewing. Thanks for checking me out. Continue to collecting shits, and I'll see you again. Y'all have a great one.